All right, so I've got now a dollar Mexican peso and a New Zealand dollar trade on at the same time. And I've also got a trade on the US dollar Norwegian krone all going at the same time, which is very not normal for me, especially because almost all of my trading has been robotic for months and months and months. I'm just kind of going through a period of time here where I'm really enjoying taking some discretionary trades until right now. I have a dollar Norwegian krone trade that is doing spectacularly well after having to wait through it going against me, and I'm going to keep it and I'm going to hold it. And I want to say something about that trade in particular and then these two others. The problem is that it's really easy to get into a trade, and then it's really difficult to manage that trade once it's open. And my friend Matt Lococo is somewhat famous for saying, once the trade is open, my decision-making privileges have been revoked. In other words, once that trade's open, I have to wait out for the whole premise to complete, and the only thing that can close that trade out is generally, with a discretionary trade, is the stop loss. Well, a problem occurs when it starts to win. If I've been holding a trade that's a loss for a while, the temptation once it becomes a winner is to immediately close it and relieve myself of all of that stress that I was feeling while that trade was open. But that's not the ideal circumstance. I mean, the ideal circumstance is to be in a trade that's a winner and then to hold that winner all the way through to its conclusion. I mean, that's the goal, right? And so now I've got to I put my phone up here, I'm recording this on my phone, and I'm staying away from closing that US dollar Norwegian krone position, and I want it to go all the way to the target, which I'll throw it up on the screen here somewhere. Now I've got these two other trades. For goodness sakes alive, I have no idea what I'm doing trading two currency pairs at the same time on the short-term charts. But now I'm in a position of having two open trades, both of which are losing, on somewhat super volatile currency pairs, and the question becomes that same thing. The question isn't, what do I do with the loss? That answer should be easy. These trades should be closed if they reach a maximum loss of, $1,000 each in this larger trading account, which is a little bit less than 1%. That's the easy question. The harder question is, what am I going to do about a profit target here? How far am I going to let these things ride if they go well? And I read a quote the other day about how Tony Robbins was coaching Paul Tudor Jones, the world-famous investor. And Paul Tudor Jones has been paying Tony Robbins $1 million a year for quite some time. I'll put a link to the article below inside of my blog, or on YouTube in the description, or on Facebook in the description as well. And he pays him $1 million a year. And Tony Robbins said we check in every day to make sure that he's going for $5 of profit for every $1 of risk, or a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio. And it made me think, the last time I went for a 5-to-1 reward to risk ratio was like 1862 when I was trading Norwegian pesos during the Civil War. I mean, I've never done it. And so today I thought about, could I look for a trade that had a really, really big profit potential? And that's where I found that Euro New Zealand dollar trade. I found one with this really big profit potential. And now I'm publicly going to say, I think I'm going to try to ride that thing for a bigger gain. I know what my stop loss is, but can I ride this trade for a bigger gain? We're going to find out. All right, link below to that article about Tony Robbins and Paul Tudor Jones. Subscribe to the channel up here on YouTube if you're watching, or like the page on Facebook if I've uploaded this to Facebook. And I'll be in touch with you on a regular basis. I'm going to tell the story about this trade also in an email today. And if you don't get my emails on a regular basis, you can go to robbooker.com and get yourself on that email list. I'll see you later.